Let us talk about something that sounds like it came straight out of a fan theory forum, but it is actually in the comics. Superman is immortal. Yup, you read that right. The same guy who crash-landed in Kansas, wears his underwear over his tights, and melts steel beams with his eyes. Apparently just doesn't die. But why would DC Comics do that? Why create a version of Superman who outlives everyone, including Lois Lane, Batman, his friends, his enemies, even humanity itself? Let's break it down. Superman has always stood for hope. That has been the core of his character since Action Comics #1 dropped in 1938. A symbol, a savior, an alien who feels more human than most of us. But here's the twist that DC writers have slowly, subtly been pushing for decades. He's not just a hero, he's a legend that transcends time. In All-Star Superman, written by Grant Morrison, we're shown a Superman who becomes a cosmic being, literally rebuilding the sun. That version of Clark Kent doesn't die in the traditional sense. He ascends. Sounds biblical, right? And that's no accident. Then, in DC 1,000,000, we get one of the most mind-blowing reveals in Superman lore. It shows a version of him in the 853rd century, known as Superman Prime 1,000,000. By that point, he has absorbed enough solar energy to become functionally immortal, a golden god watching over the galaxy after chilling inside the sun for 15,000 years. No big deal. But here's the kicker. DC's not just doing this for the wow factor. They're exploring something deeper: what happens when a symbol outlives the world it was meant to protect. Think about this. In Kingdom Come, we see an older, graying Superman dealing with the consequences of a world that doesn't want heroes anymore. He's still alive, still strong, but the world has changed. That comic doesn't ask, can Superman survive? But should he? It's not just about powers. It's about purpose, about identity. If you strip away his friends, his family, his humanity, what's left? Here's what Dan Jurgens, creator of The Death of Superman, once said: Superman isn't just a character, he's an ideal. The idea that someone could have all that power and still choose to help. And ideals don't die. Not really. From a publishing standpoint, it's genius. Keeping Superman alive across centuries means DC can drop him into any future timeline. He's adaptable. He's evergreen. He is the brand. Marvel kills off its characters for shock value. DC, they let theirs evolve into myths, but immortality comes with a heavy price. In many stories, Superman doesn't age like us. He doesn't get to die alongside Lois. He watches her grow old, sees her go gray, and then lose her. Imagine having the power to save worlds, but not the one person you love most. That's the emotional weight DC's playing with. Immortality isn't a blessing in these stories, it's a burden. It's the slow loss of everything you care about while you keep on going. It's like that haunting line from Man of Steel: you'll give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards. They'll stumble, they'll fall, but in time, they will join you in the sun. That's the tragedy. Superman becomes the last man standing, the eternal protector of a world that keeps changing, sometimes for the better, sometimes not. And yet he stays, because that's what Superman does. He doesn't quit. He doesn't walk away, even when there's no one left to thank him. Even when the people who inspired him are long gone. That's why DC made him immortal, because in the end, Superman isn't just Kal-El from Krypton. He's not just Clark Kent from Smallville. He's the idea that good never gives up. So next time you see a comic panel of a golden Superman flying through space, remember he's not there because he can't die. He's there because he chooses to live for us. And that's what makes him the GOAT. Not the lasers, not the strength, the hope. If that shook you even a little, here's what you can do. Drop a comment. What's your favorite Superman moment? Is it from the movies? The comics? Smash that like button. It helps this kind of content reach more people who geek out just like you. Let's start a convo. Do you think an immortal Superman is awesome? Or kinda terrifying? Let's be real, Superman might be immortal. But this community, we're unstoppable.